Hello, my name is Merlin. I'm from Datamate. Today I'm here to have a quick chat with Mr. Sajin Radhakrishnan, Administration Operator of KECO. We have been associating with KECO since 2021. Datamate and KECO started their journey together while the implementation of Purple Case canteen management solution. Good morning, sir. So let me start with the first question about the journey with KECO. What is KECO?
KECO has started his career during the year 2015. We have been experienced in hospital F&B division to serve the good quality food and patient care in F&B division under hospitals. Our director and founder, Mr. Biju TM, who been under the leadership of him, we started our journey. We started that hospital in-house catering through KIMS Trivandrum. From there, we just copy the same operation system to other hospitals across Kerala. Currently, we are just operating 20 projects in Kerala where the patients' all food requirements to be fulfilled under a single roof system. Previously, it was an outdated that rental basis system where the hospitals just try to operate because it's a headache for them to to operate the day-to-day operations. And now, as KECO, while we just entered, we guarantee to the hospitals that all food related demands of the patients as well as the bystanders who accompany with them will be fulfilled by our team. We work as a team because we have a professional team members along with us who have been experienced in the F&B industry, food and beverage, basically starting their careers in hotels, then they just career growth in hospital industries. Previously, the hospitals used, because while they just go to a rental basis, that their hospital requirements and the patient requirements both are not being sold by a rental basis operator. So while we just try to operate KIMS, because it's an talented operation to fulfill the customer satisfactions in the F&B department. Several hospitals just face in more challenges in-house catering. The main reason is that they don't have any confidence how if they just go with in-house catering to get the patients on-time food, to convey the patient feedback, and lot of areas they have been challenges. Where there KECO is as a smart player in the professional way, because KECO is having experience how to handle the patients, because they generally there are more questions are there, how the patients taking the orders or how we are serving the food to the patients and how we are just taking the feedbacks all. There we can expertise that we have been experienced, because in other hospitals more challenges is there to get the patients on time food and take the feedback. All system the KECO can ensure in a hospital. So there we can key player in hospitals for the in-house catering.
Why KECO? How is it beneficial for hospitals?
In the modern era, the public, the customers, they just require that hospitality service what they're getting in the hotel industries, that in a 5-star or 3-star hospital, in the hotels, that they just want to have it in the hospital also. So now the management is tried to do the operation by their self only, their own in-house production. From that we can ensure that 100% food satisfaction to the patients as well as the bystanders. So while the patient taking the food from the home, that normally they are not able to maintain their diet control what the doctors been prescribing. So in a in-house catering, the patients, the dietitian are involved in the daily meals of the patients, so that they can maintain their health and what are the standards which the hospital required, all the patient's health condition requires, that we can maintain through our operation. So totally now all are demanding that in-house catering. Previously it's a headache operation, that's why they're going with the rental catering. So KECO, while entering the market, now we can ensure to that we are taking that headache from that management, and we as a team, we are having around 75 to 100 numbers of staff who been well experienced in the hospital's F&B department. So we can guarantee you a better quality of food and services to the patients as well as the bystanders who are visiting in the, as well as the patients coming to hospital for the OP consultation, to have a better hospitality in the F&B department.
So far, how many hospital food and beverages have been taken by KECO? And can you please share your experience?
Currently, KECO is handling more than 20 projects in Kerala. We are just operating in corporate level hospital, middle level hospital and lower level hospitals, because we can fulfill the requirement of the management, what they just looking for in a high end service, low end, middle level. In the 3 class, we can just handle that management visions.
Do you think food culture is important in hospitals?
In the current life, the food culture of the modern public is not being as per the requirement of what the health required. So in basic hospital sectors, while a patient entered, if they are having a diet restriction, so through as a consultant as well as an F&B operation team, we can serve what the patient required, which is worthful for the health. So in that condition, we are taking under the supervisions of dietitian, as per the dietitians as well as the doctor intervention, what the patient required, how much the calorie or what the proteins which they require, that can be provided by as a team. KECO we can offer to them, so they can manage and their health condition, and they can reduce their hospital days by having a good healthy food. In secondly, that revenue part. In an in-house catering, as a consultant, we are ensuring a profitability from the department, because while we just giving a rental basis operation, they are getting only a fixed income through that operation. What in the consultancy or in-house catering, they are getting a decent profit from that food and beverage. Through that, they can ensure that total in-house food for the patient to entertain, because while we just enter into an in-house catering condition, the patient does not want to take food from their home, because in the modern times the public culture is that they don't require to take a tiffin carrier while admitting to the hospital, so that load can be reduced. Moreover, in the waste management is also a big problem for the hospital, so that all can be reduced through an in-house catering.
And about the food culture in majority of the hospital?
In different district, that the culture of food is totally different, because in the south region, menu which we are just using is totally different from other part. So as an consultant in food and beverage, that we can ensure, because the people, they just copy what they are having the lifestyle and they are having the daily food. So in that case, KECO can manage, because we have a team on different part of that Kerala. So what the dishes those who are willing to have, the patient, the South Indian meals or that Chinese or continental, that all dishes that can be provided by KECO.
What is your advice to other hospitals who are planning to digitalize their food and beverage services?
In a total in-house catering, the management will have a strong idea, or they can involve in the daily operation, because daily procurement in the fruits, vegetables, overall they can have an overlook of them, because while in a rental basis, the hospital has limitation to enter in their kitchen premises to evaluate the daily operation. So in the modern time, so not in the current situation, there are so many challenges are there to serve good quality food and in a hygiene manner or hygienic way. So most of the hospitals having challenges, because they are not confident in go for in-house catering, because don't have a team with them. There KECO can handle that operations, because we are taking the whole operations of hospitals, food and beverage. It comes restaurants. We are having 4 types of restaurants in hospital currently we are running. Main is public restaurant, staff dining, doctors dining and executive dining. So 4 category restaurants are being currently running by KECO in the corporate culture. In the middle level also we are just providing 2 types of restaurants, staff dining, doctors and public dining. In the IPD, that full in-house catering means that bedside feeding for that patients is also being provided by taking care by KECO under the supervision of dietitian. So whole the food and beverage, what are the related operations that currently required in a hospital, that can be taken by KECO, because we are having professionalism in handling the basic operations of food and beverage in hospitals.
How did you come to know about Datamate?
We have faced so many challenges in software, because we don't have an better software, because it's normally a backbone of any operation is have to an data. So while we searching the market, then we just came to know that Datamate is one of the better option to support us to handle our operation. To a great extent, we are being what our requirement in hospital food and beverage department requires, that being fulfilled by Datamate.
How did you get the wholehearted support from your team when you decided to go with Datamate?
In the modern times, that hospitals or the people, they just go with a digital system. So while we starting our operation in the previous year, we are just used to write in a paper to take the orders from the patients or take orders from the bystanders. Now through digitalization with the support of Datamate, we are able to use a tab order system, because there is it reduces our paperwork, and modern technologies like Android type software, that supporting software being provided by Datamate, which reduces our manpower cost as well as our headaches in the food and beverage department.
What are your upcoming projects?
While we started our projection that company growth only in hospital sector, we started our career in hospital food and beverage section only. Later we just copy the operation in institutional catering. We are having leading that in institutional catering, Rajagiri group of institution we are handling, and we are catering around 2000 to 3000 meals per day in institutional catering. Now we are going to extend our business in IT sector. So hopefully where the management in IT sector, what the management requires for their employees to get a good quality food in a hygienic way, that we can ensure to the management.
Often you recommend Datamate to your upcoming projects.
We are totally 100% satisfied with the services from the Datamate team. So we can just recommend the team to the new upcoming projects or our well-wishers who are just being requiring for softwares.
Thank you for your valuable time and feedback, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Merlin, and thank you, Datamate.